And the first thing that a trust can do is it can disperse to its beneficiary 100% of its gross or net income. The other thing that a trust can do is it can donate 100% of its gross or net income to charity. So, taking those two things into account, intertwined with a series of trusts and a private charitable foundation, we are going to move money of this LLC from a taxable arena to a non-taxable arena. So if we have $500,000 still, $300,000 in gross income, $300,000 in expenses, the $200,000 is going to be dispersed to the business trust. What is the taxable income of the LLC now? It's zero. And what are taxes on zero? Zero, right? So now that the $200,000 is sitting in the business trust is liable or is on the hook to pay taxes on that $200,000 in income. And that's only if we leave the money in the business trust. Are we going to leave it there? Absolutely not. We are going to activate the distribution or disbursement of 100% of gross income to a beneficiary, and the beneficiary of the business trust is going to be a family trust. The family trust is going to have $200,000 in income. It will receive that income via a K-1. And this family trust is also going to have expenses. And let's say in this particular scenario, it has expenses of $100,000. So it's got $200,000 in income, $100,000 in expenses. And these expenses can include and are not limited to your daily living expenses and other, it could be a mortgage, it could be a car payment, it could be clothing, college tuition. Okay, so it's got $100,000 in expenses. It gives then the family trust $100,000 of net income. And the family trust is also going to be on the hook for taxes on that $100,000 if it stays in the family trust. Are we here to pay taxes? Or at least lessen our taxes? Absolutely we are. So what are we going to do? We're going to activate the second thing that a trust can do, and that is donate 100% of its gross or net income to a private family foundation. Now, I'm not talking about any family foundation. I'm not talking about any particular ordinary charity like the March of Dimes, like your local church, like the Boys and Girls Club of America. I'm talking about a private family foundation, much like the foundations of the Hiltons, Bill and Melinda Gates, Warren Buffett, Bill and Hillary Clinton, those kinds of private charitable foundations. And so now that we've done that for the family trust, what is the taxable income of the family trust? We had $200,000 in expenses. I'm sorry, $200,000 in gross income, $100,000 in expenses, and $100,000 in a charitable donation. The net income of the family trust is now zero. What are taxes on zero? Zero. So now you have the private family foundation. The private family foundation must distribute 5% of its gross proceeds annually. 5% of $100,000 is $5,000. Now we can donate to the Boys and Girls Club of America. We can donate to the Rockefeller Foundation, your local church, or other 501(c) entities that you want to support, or any other charitable organization or person that you feel like you want to help. So what do we do with the other 95,000? Well, it's simple. We do what all other businesses do. We invest. We invest the $95,000 into anything that is lawful and otherwise legal, and the earnings or the return on investment, the ROI, and that $95,000 into perpetuity is taken into the charitable foundation 100% tax free. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just demonstrated to you in about 3, maybe 5 minutes exactly how we can lawfully move money from a taxable scenario to a non-taxable scenario. We've changed the business owner's tax liability of being 35% and higher to 5% or less. This is all legal. This is with full disclosure. We have filed all the proper paperwork to make this happen. And with that, I'll simply open the floor. Again, I wish I had fancy words for you, but I don't. I am very direct, straight, and to the point. Whatever questions you have, I'm happy to answer them at this time. So please unmute your microphone and ask away. Crickets.
All right, Mr. TANDOC, we have some nonprofit leaders on as well, and individuals and church leaders as well. How can this assist these nonprofits and these church leaders that's on the line?
With the trust or with Fundable 360? I'm confused by the question.
Both, please.
Okay, well, first of all, in Fundable 360, we can help any 501(c) get a bare minimum of $50,000 in corporate credit or corporate funding. They qualify automatically because they're an entity. And that entity has articles of incorporation. That entity has bylaws and it has an EIN number. They automatically qualify. Just the other day, I had a very interesting conversation with a gentleman who is the chairman of the board for a not-for-profit, and found out that that is not where and how it is that he earns his money so that he can live. He's actually a very strong, community-minded individual, and he has a regular W-2 job. Ladies and gentlemen, you can still, even though you're a part of a church, the leader of a church, the founder of a church, the appropriate trustee of a church or other not-for-profit entity, you as an individual, if you have a job, can take 30% of your gross income and donate it to a private charitable foundation of your own. Hence, you will be able to save money on your taxes because you're making a charitable donation. Second, you're going to have your own private charitable foundation, which you get to control and otherwise dictate how the funds are going to be used by that private charitable foundation, which you have control over. You disperse your 5%. Maybe you want to make a donation to the charity that you already work with, or maybe there's, I don't know, maybe you feel like buying $5,000 worth of Girl Scout cookies. Nothing like Thin Mint, right? Maybe you want to buy $5,000 of candy bars. The choice is really yours. But at the end of the day, I have just demonstrated how even a person with a W-2 job is able to take advantage of having their own private charitable foundation. There's other ways that we can support a private charitable foundation as well, and that's only through the services of my company, Minduli LLC. And one of the things that we can do is, for those of you who have a business that take debit and credit card for payment of your product or service, or those of you who are involved with a church or another not-for-profit entity, and you allow their tithing to be done through a debit or credit card. We now have a credit card processing company where the business owner can dictate to the merchant processor that a portion of the funds that are produced by the credit card processing be donated to a charity, be it your church, of which you are the leader of, or another not-for-profit entity of your choice. So that's just a gift that keeps on giving, right? Instead of the bank making money, now the bank, you're telling the bank, we want that to be donated to a cause which we believe in and fully support. You won't pay more. We won't interrupt your business functions or your church or your congregation functions as they stand today, but we're still going to enhance and otherwise financially fortify anyone's not-for-profit entity without any issue, again, legally, lawfully, with full disclosure. So with that, I'll open the floor to more questions.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. TANDOC.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
With the Fundable 360, is there any way that I can make money? I know a lot of businesses. I have a couple of businesses on here right now. I think I got my barber on here. I call him the best barber east of the Mississippi on here with me. I got my landscaper on here listening. Is there any way I can make money? I'm an entrepreneur, man. I want to know how I can get paid without having to be as smart as you, for one. But also, is there a referral agent fee? Is there an opportunity here? Because I know hundreds of people that's looking for funding right now.
Yes, great question. I'm so glad that you took the time to ask. Yes, there is an opportunity for any one person who wants to get in the way of the money to earn a referral or a referral fee. And whoever it is that invited you to this call, you should get with him or her and have them explain to you how it is that you can become an agent of Fundable 360 and how you too can earn money as a result of making referrals to Fundable 360. Thank you for asking that question, sir.
It's like the pink elephant in the room. Somebody had to ask it.
Mr. TANDOC.
Yes, sir. How can I serve you?
Anyone else have a question before I ask my question? We're going to take one more. Okay, good deal. So, Mr. TANDOC, like myself, you have multiple business, serial entrepreneur.
Yes,
We
sir.
have some on the line. Now, how do you fit all this in with having multiple business, and also you are partner in the program as well, along with the CEO of the company, Fundable 360? How is that possible?
Oh, it's really possible because we just have the magic sauce. We have the fintech, we have the expertise, we figured out the code, we cracked the code, and we're sharing it with small business owners. We are a company that has disrupted the entire business credit and business funding space. It's absolutely possible, and for I think maybe you're really asking this, Mr. Waters, and forgive me if I'm just trying to read between the lines, but it really boils down to this. For each and every one of your EINs or your companies that have an EIN, every single one of your EINs can qualify for a bare minimum of $50,000 in corporate credit or corporate funding. Not just any amount. We're talking high limit corporate credit and corporate funding without a personal guarantee or putting your personal assets at risk.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm telling you, I'm grateful today, guys. Normally, this is a 30-minute call, a webinar, and we hold it 2 to 30 minutes. But I'm telling you, it was definitely special today. I appreciate Mr. TANDOC for extending his time as well. Appreciate Coach T for those leading questions. And all the leaders and the generations that's represented on the line, we salute you. And if you would unmute yourself And let's salute Mr. TANDOC and let him give us closing words before the 8 p.m. Focus of webinar on trust extensively.
Was this call recorded?
Portion of it was. We had some technical challenges, but they are recordings out there, 30 minutes of Mr. TANDOC as well. There are a couple of recordings out there. It's on my YouTube channel.
Will the 8 o'clock call be recorded?
It will be. Matter of fact, we was on the line like 20 minutes prior to 30 minutes testing the audio and the video and everything else. And I'm excited about the challenges that's happening. That makes sense for those challenges that happen. And for some of you all that live the life and connected like I'm connected, we understand spiritual warfare. So it's been excellent. It's been great. And it's been fantabulous. Mr. TANDOC, the line is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm very humbled and very excited to have had the opportunity to serve each and every one of you today. Let me make something very clear. You have received very valuable information today, information that you may not have otherwise had the opportunity to gain access to. Receiving information is not enough, no matter where you are at in your life right now or in the life of your business. You must take action. You must step up and meet with the person who it is that brought you to this call and take action so that we can get you an appointment with Fundable 360. So that we can get your business analyzed and scanned so we can help you understand and determine how close you are to corporate credit and corporate funding. For those of you who know that you need a trust because you're but one tragic accident or mishap of any sort away from being incapacitated to not be here for your spouse, your children, your mother, your father, whoever it is that it might be, you must get a trust. You need to take action. I don't care if you go through the person who invited you to this call and ultimately come to me, or if you go to your local attorney or whoever it is that you want to work with. Get something in place and understand and know and realize this last truth. Not all attorneys are created equal. Not all accountants, CPAs, enrolled agents, and all the people that surround you are created equal. Not everyone has the equal opportunity to gain access to information because people just don't know what they don't know. Take action. Take affirmative action. Do it tonight. Do it as soon as we get off this call. Do it tomorrow, Monday. Whatever it is you do, do it. Kind of like Nike says, just do it. So with that, I'll close the call and thank you everyone for being in the audience tonight. It is more than a pleasure to serve each and every one of you. And I hope that perhaps one day we can work together and get you the funding that you need, as well as the trust that you need. So thank you again, Mr. Waters, for this extraordinary opportunity. You yourself are an extraordinary individual. I appreciate you, and I feel blessed and humbled by your presence, Mr. Trevor Thompson's presence, along with his beautiful wife, Shirley Thompson, with their presence in my life and the things that we're able to do to help, to truly altruistically help people in a way that they truly and altruistically need help. So thank you again for inviting me and allowing me to be a part of your program tonight.
All right. You're quite welcome. And the feelings are mutual. To God be all the glory. We're going to see you guys at 8 p.m. Ensure you spread the word to the CEOs, the attorneys. We want the most influential individual, the most documented, the most legal live individual on that 8 p.m. Mr. TANDOC has words, knowledge, information, and understanding for. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every generation represented. We salute and appreciate everyone involved. God bless you.